The community of Katlehong in Ekurhuleni is demanding answers following the killing of a TVET college student. It's alleged she was stabbed by a fellow student. Earlier, the East Rand residents marched to Katlehong police station in a quest to find answers. And they were hoping to get an update on investigations as well. The student was allegedly stabbed outside the campus. Witnesses claim to have caught the perpetrator, handed him over to the Nqobile police. Until now, no other arrests have been made. eNCA's Nqobile Madlala joining us now live from Nqobile. Nqobile, good afternoon. The march, I understand, has already taken place. Can you just tell us what has happened so far today?
Well, Britain, the march did take place much earlier on. We spoke to the family. They were saying that they just want justice for Nqobile. They want to know what really occurred and if the perpetrator has been brought to book. Now, we heard from some of the organizations that were there as well. They were saying to us that the perpetrator that was said to have been allegedly been captured on the day seemed to be somebody else. Who was also had a similar case, and therefore it wasn't the one that had killed Nqobile. And also at the same time, they're saying that they're trying to communicate with the police. I mean, we spoke to the parents who were quite frustrated, saying that the IO, the investigating officer, has not been communicating with them. So it's been very difficult for the family to come to terms with the fact that their daughter has passed away, and they have no update into that. But just to get into that, we've got now Brigadier here from the SAPS who will speak to us about, Brigadier, just to understand, have you heard about the case? How far is the case?
We have consulted with the station commander as well as the district commissioner as soon as we heard that there is a complaint from the family that they're not receiving feedback from the investigating officer. And we know that the head of detectives for the station was at the station receiving the complaints from the family and friends that they marched to the station. So we can say that this has been given the attention by the district commissioner herself, Major General Sithole, and she has assured us that they will take the docket and inspect it and ensure that everything that needs to be done is done. But as and when we were speaking to the investigating officer, he says that he does have leads that he is following, and that immediately after the incident, as soon as they registered the case, they started tracing the suspect. As we know now that the suspect is no longer in Gauteng, but they're working with the province that they suspect that he fled to ensure that they are able to trace him and bring him to book.
And I mean, I'm sure you can imagine the frustration from the family that is saying that the investigating officer has not been communicating with them, and they just want to hear updates in terms of what is going on with the case.
Yes, we take that seriously because remember, parents lost a child here, and then with the investigating officer has to be sensitive to the idea that those parents needs regular update. And like I said, that this has been brought to the attention of the district commissioner. She will ensure that those updates are done, not only for this case, but for all the cases. And luckily for us, we have been operating without a deputy provincial commissioner of detectives. And currently today, we were welcoming a Major General Kumalo, who is a newly appointed DPC for crime detection. And he has, on top of his list, is that we need to reduce the list of wanted suspects. So these are some of the cases that will also be included. You know that we have launched our Safer Festive Season campaign, and one of the main focuses for that is GBV. And that those people that are wanted and known, they will be traced, and ensure that we reduce that list and ensure that they are brought to justice.
Just quickly, would you say that the police officers have been working at this point on the GBV cases? Have they done justice for these cases? Because I mean, we see them every day, and it seems like the complaints just keep piling up.
We do the best that we can do with the investigating officers. And remember, some of these incidents, when they happen, is between the perpetrator and the victim without any witnesses. So it makes a little complicated case to investigate, because they have to piece together everything that they find on the scene so that it can lead them to the perpetrator. But I can guarantee that we are doing our best. And like I said, that with the detectives and their performance and what they have to do, especially with GBV, because you know that GBV has been regarded as the second pandemic in the South African Police Service. So it's one of the main focus areas for our Safer Festive Season campaign. And you know that we are approaching 16 days of activism against women and children, for crimes against women and children. We do not only do this during this period. For us, it's a 365 days and 24/7 thing that we ensure that these victims, especially those that have passed, their families have to find some sort of closure, knowing that the person that killed or the person that has committed a crime against their relative or child, sister, is behind bars.
All right. Thank you very much, Brigadier. Well, you hear the Brigadier just explaining to us that this is something that they are putting a keen eye on. They're saying that they are focusing a lot on GBV because we know, of course, like she's saying, that this has been a pandemic in this country for so long, in a country where we are fighting this. Therefore, they are going to be doing a lot in December. But they are saying that now, in this case of Nqobile, they are going to be working on it. And it seems like it's something that they have started working on it. We're hearing now that there are leads. Unfortunately, the family hadn't known this, hence why the march, but they are saying that there are leads, and it seems the communication will be better going forward.
Okay, thank you very much, Nqobile Madlala.